Hi guys, how you doing? I hope it's cool out there as it is here. Today we have some sunshine and it's good that we do this video from outside. Now guys, there's this issue about the medical examination fee. And I've seen quite a number of these questions on the total amount of the medical examination. And I come here now that we may talk of this. The factors that determine the amount of money that you will pay for the medical examination, or the factors that affect the medical examination fee. So I have three of them, but the fourth one is just a bonus or a by the way. And guys, as you know, after you've gotten your second notification letter, you are supposed to book a medical appointment for the medical examination of yourself together with those of your derivatives, if you have any. And it means some expenses, that you are going to incur some expenses. And we need to know what affects or what controls the amount of money that you get. Is it the embassy? Is it the Department of State? Who controls it, or what controls it? Now, the first factor that will affect the amount of money that you will use during the medical examination is obviously the size of your family. If you are a single person, that is to mean you're just catering for the expenses of one person. And that is to mean the charges that you'll go through will not be as high as of those with a family. If your family is of two, that is the husband and the wife, or the mother and the kid, or the father and the kid, that means you have two people, and therefore each of you has to be examined and has to be vaccinated, and that is to mean you will have higher costs than the one who is single. That is the first factor that we should put in mind, that all of you have to go through the medical examination, not only the principal applicant, and that determines the amount of money that you use. Now, let's come to the second factor, and this factor is on the age. The age determines what amount of money you'll use. It determines the number of vaccination that you're going to get. If you have a child that is below 15 years, you will have fewer vaccinations and fewer checks. If you are of the age between 15 and 25, that's a different age group, and you're going to have different expenses as compared to a child between 1 year and 15. And also, if you are of age 25 and above, that means that there are some certain vaccination that you're going to undergo and others you are not going to go through, and that means a different price for that. So age determines the number of vaccinations to be administered and the type of vaccination to be administered, and therefore affecting the total cost that you are going to incur. The third thing that affects the cost of the medical examination is the status of your immunization. That is your immunization history. What is the record of your immunization? And on this point, that's why I keep on insisting that it is good for you to try and get access to the documents that details all the vaccinations that you have taken since you were born. Remember, every person since birth, there are vaccination or immunizations that has undergone, and those immunizations can really count into this. If you were immunized at a certain age against a disease that is been listed by the CDC as one requiring immunization, then that one is knocked out of the list of the vaccinations that you're going to undergo or to take. So if you can, and if it is possible, get all those documents to show that you have such and such vaccinations and therefore needs to be eliminated from your vaccination lists. So you need to come with the immunization record, and by so doing, you will end up reducing the expense that you should have undergone if you had none of the immunization. So those 3 points, those 3 factors, that is the size of your family, number 2, the age of every member of your family, and number 3, the immunization status, the immunization record. But I have this 4th one. This is just by the way. It also depends on the country in which you come from. It depends on the inflation rate. It depends on the cost of each vaccine in your country. So if the vaccines in your country that are required are expensive, therefore you expect your medical examination cost to go high. If it's cheaper, then it goes low. And if you are currently residing in the United States, you are exempted from this vaccination. And the point is, the vaccination cost is not determined by the United States government, not at all. It is not determined by the embassy as well. It is solely dependent on those factors that I have discussed, including the cost of those vaccination in your country. So if you are a DV winner and you are waiting for your second notification letter, or you have received it and you have booked the appointment, or you are just on the point of booking the appointment, then prepare the immunization record. That will be very, very much important. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you've gotten all the facets of the video. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and also share it out. And let's meet in the next video.